Oh, we are live streaming. Oh, we are live streaming. Welcome to New Thought Tuesdays. Grace, grounded grace. That's what we're talking about. Are you ready to take a stand? Are you ready to take it in grace? So there's all kinds of stuff going on this week. Oh, and Rich sends his very best. He will be here. As you can tell, he's had a rather a busy schedule. He's been doing some traveling and work with clients and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm lucky enough to be here with you today. So this idea of grounded grace, gracefully grounded and showing up with faith, with faith, awareness, and power. I just got off with a client who was really, and this client is just really so loving and also so compassionate and empathetic. And they were having some concerns about some of the experiences that they were having in their life, and some of which were on the news. And I would say that their approach, their divine desire was to experience what was going on from a place of love. And that's always, it seems to me, this key word of love. Whatever's going on for us, being able to focus on that aspect of love. And that's how you can recognize whether you're living by reaction or whether you're grounded in the presence of love. Is if you're bouncing off, if you're finding yourself mad and sad and scared, then you're responding in a reactive way. So it's actually conflicting words there. You're reacting. You're looking at something, you're identifying it's true, and it's frightening to you, and you're going with that. What we can do is look at what is going around from our own spiritual practice and our spiritual awareness of faith, no matter what. Recognizing that where the love is present, even if it's the tiniest mustard seed, if you want, of love, we were talking and focusing on those areas of where we can find the love. Right here and right now. Take a deep breath with me. And the only reason I'm asking you to do that is because I'm taking a deep breath right now. I feel the desire to feel even more empowered, engaged. And that's grace. That's grace and power in action. I tell you, there have been a lot of things going on in our world of late. But when are there not? There's a lot of different stuff, a lot of ways to be incendiaries. Oh, this is horrible. And that's where our spiritual practice comes in. And it's not about sticking your head in the sand. No way. It is about using your sense of quiet, of peace. Do this for me. Can you cross your arms just like this? Just give yourself a little minor tap. Thank you, Dean. You're welcome, Dean. Even if you were to do this while watching the news, which I only recommend you watch the news a certain amount, cultivate your news, to allow yourself to relax and to recognize that there is a power and a presence that is greater than we are, and that we can use it. We can celebrate it. We can enjoy it. And when you can celebrate and identify love, even in the midst of chaos or apparent chaos, you're pulling back the veil of the chaos to experience and express love. That's just what you're doing. The love is always there. The light is always there. It's just that you're bringing your vibrational alignment, your sense of energy, your feeling tone in alignment with grace, even while you're experiencing some, what I like to call appearances around you, things that say there is no love, or things that say there is no control, or things that say there is no joy. There's plenty of joy. As I often say, babies are being born every minute. There are new grasshoppers being born. There are all kinds of peaceful experiences happening all over this world and all over the universe. The majority of what is going on right now is just that. It is peace. And as you can vibrate with that peace, just knowing, okay, I am, like, let's say you're feeling sad right now. Just listening and identifying, oh, I'm feeling sad. There's a little bit of fatigue. There's a little bit of frustration. Frustration is moving out of sadness into something more energy. Be with that just for a moment, and then focus on the love. What is going on around you that is love? Right now I'm looking off camera, and there's a little rose right on my desk where I generally see clients. It's like, that was given to me by my beloved, and therein is a representation of love. And the color of it also is a color that I love. Plus, somebody did some artistry to make that rose work, to make that art piece, because it's not an actual rose, become alive in feeling tone. Shift your lens from this incendiary stuff is going on in a negative way to focus on that sense of ease and calm, clarity and poise. I got up this morning and I listened to Jessica Ortner a little bit on the tapping solution, and just allowed myself to ground. And that's how you bring gracefulness into your groundedness, taking a deep breath and focus on what you believe to be true and what you know to be true. It's like your awareness is of what's going on. Okay, let's say I'm feeling sad or mad or scared or even glad, and I want to feel even better. Just noticing that, naming it. And what is it that you're wanting instead? Ernest Holmes talks about love and law. And one of his quotes is that the love brings out the life, and law. No, he said, okay, great. He says, love points the way and law makes the way possible. So as we're feeling a sense of desire to be more grounded, focusing on law, love and law, what is it that you want instead of what you're experiencing? And as you become in that vibrational connection, more of that comes up into your experience. We're going to be talking about that in the inner circle today. And if you're not familiar with New Thought Tuesdays, you can go to newthoughttuesdays.com and click on the links there. It'll tell you about the inner circle, which is our membership program, where we meet confidentially on Zoom after these remarks online, and we discuss them at even greater depth. And the connection and the love that is there, it's palpable. Ask yourself, what emotion tells me that I'm on track with spirit right now, as opposed to all heck is breaking loose. All heck may be breaking loose, but how is this happening for me? Well, this couldn't possibly be happening for me. Well, that wasn't the question. The question was, how is it? Because the premise is everything that is in your experience is because it's part of what you're drawing into your experience. Where do you want to be more of a contribution? Where do you want to make more of a service, provide more of a service to the world? Is it in anger? Is it in upset? Is it in war? Is it in peace? Is it in love? Is it possibility? Is it establishing connection? Is it in greater art? Is it in raising your family? Where is it that you can bring your service into this life experience? Faith is a state of consciousness with a capital C. It's not just a tool to make things happen. Faith, trust brings you out of that sense of sadness, that sense of being a victim, blame, shame, and regret. It brings you into that area where you can manifest your whole life in a way that you can do so mindfully. And that brings such a sense of groundedness. Folks, oh my God, the groundedness that it brings. And that is also the building of faith. I love the science of mind, absolutely love the science of mind. And I'm also aware that a lot of people are attracted to the science of mind because it helps manifest things. And that's terrific. Get your Ferrari. I'm all for it. And there's also the places where you go, oh, this manifests world peace as well. This manifests eternal life as well. And as you start walking into that faith, into that moment, into that life, you're switching your vibration. You're pivoting from a place of blame, shame, and regret into this place where you're no longer scared. Oh, sorry, phone just went off. Where you're no longer scared. Let me get rid of that. Sorry. Usually much better about that. Where you're no longer scared. And I love this thing about like with the living in concert with life, which is my brand. How that melody of life, as you listen to the melody of love, you can sing that melody, you can harmonize with it, you can even go into dissonance with it and get back into alignment with that sense of love and light. So let's do this again. Thank you for joining me/us. Rich sends his love. This is the time when, as I'm doing this, I just ask, how is this happening for me? Right now, this is happening for me because I am grounded and graceful, even as I am in the midst of things going on that are chaotic to me. And I get to share that with you in the deep faith that this kind of information really points toward your soul, and that we at New Thought Tuesdays can help you, support you, and celebrate you in a life of creativity, a life of love, a life of peace. When you've got that sense of peace and you are listening to your higher power, that desire for and that expression of action comes up. So you get to take action based on love, as opposed to taking action based on the news or based on a fear. When there's a fear, it's a wonderful thing. Sit with it, be with it, identify what is going on with that. And then just be quiet and listen. And as the feeling tone of peace comes up for you, you're going to feel, we all feel more grounded once we're breathing, once we're bringing our awareness to that which brings us joy, not just gladness, but joy, delight. And then the ideas that come to us are the God ideas. And those are the ideas to take action from. Action coming out of peace, action coming out of love, action coming out of the clear intention and calm presence and joyful willingness. Listen up. Power comes from clear intention, a calm presence, and a joyful willingness. You listen and you move forward. Well, and that is it for us today. That is it for us today. I hope that today what you've heard has helped you to recognize when you're living by reaction, or when you're living in grounded presence, which is more of a response. And these techniques, even this, and essentially this is a tapping technique that is focused on your vagus nerve, helps relax the body, to allow the mind to relax, the human mind, and to open up to transcendent circumstances. Not just the next human thought, but the next inspired thought, the next inspired action. And then to take authentic action from that place of deep alignment. Wow, that's a lot for 17 minutes. We're sending you love. We're going to go into the inner circle right now. We will see you next time on New Thought Tuesdays, where Rich and I worked on this this weekend as well. He's always part of it. His fingerprints are all over this stuff, even if it's just me showing up. Sending you love, sending you light, and we will see you on the next New Thought Tuesdays.